1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello and welcome to Can Do Conversations. I'm Cheryl Williams, the Can Do Mom.
I'm CJ Williams, the Can Do Dad. Thank you for being here.
Welcome, guys. We are excited to have you here for another conversation.
Yes.
We like to talk.
Yes, we do.
We like to conversate, and hopefully you guys enjoy the conversation as well, but you're not just listening to the conversation.
It's always going to be different.
You're getting started on the conversation. You're having more conversations.
Yes,
You're going on
to share
deeper conversations. That's what this
more
is all
people
about.
around you.
This is, our motto is can do, and so we can do it, and so can you. And that is our motto. And the reason that is because we want these conversations to grow and expand outside of this here. That's why we have, the Can Do community as well. That's, continuing to grow. And so make sure you share this out with your like-minded, friends and family. Let other people know that's how the show gets to grow is from you guys. So we appreciate that. Today, we know sometimes the conversations can be heavy. They can be, sometimes a little daunting. They can be a lot that we're covering. And so today we wanted to take it a little bit different direction. We wanted to go on a lighter note in that we wanted to discuss how to have fun and enjoy life.
Yes.
Right? We all have one life to live.
Yes.
And so, we talk a lot about, mind and body and things you need to be doing and things you shouldn't be doing and how to change things up. And sometimes we dive in deep on all these things. And yet, at the end of the day,
sometimes you just got to
have some fun. Let
loose, let go, pull the stick out, relax, and have a good time. And it's okay.
And knowing that in doing that, you're going to then...
And you're being more yourself.
Have more of a perspective to be able to do the other things as well, right? It's not either or. We talk about this all the time. You can be serious and you can
you don't have to be serious all the time.
And still have fun, right? You can take care of your mind and your body and enjoy while you're doing that.
Or you're 9 to 5 and you get home, throw your shoes off and be like, I'm here. Without hitting somebody in the head with it.
Or knocking over your tea like you almost did. That was dangerous right there. Woo! Look out, folks. But again, it's like, maybe you need to, when was the last time you laughed? When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you did something silly? When was the last time you did something that, you just kind of let it all hang loose,
Every day, all the time.
And so, have some fun. How can you be, and it's like, people want, well, fun should be something that is, free-flowing. And sometimes you got to put a little thought into having fun.
Yes.
Sometimes you got to plan the fun, right?
And that's okay too.
Because then you're making sure that you're having it. You're not just going through life like so regimented, like do.
Yes.
You should be enjoying. You should be laughing. You should be having fun. You should be, all things.
And people around you. Everyone loves to laugh or smile, you would think.
And if they don't, well, then they need to work on that, right?
Practice.
We laugh at ourselves all the time.
Yeah, you know how many times we have to start the video again?
How many times have we started to get to hear?
Her, or, little things or comments or, a little stretching, getting ready, and little wiggles and all the above.
Right?
It's okay.
We don't need to be so serious.
Right.
And while, we have serious conversations, we're also okay and able to have fun as well, right?
Yes.
And your kids enjoy
to have fun.
They enjoy giggling and silly. I mean, I don't know about you, we have 2 boys, and the topic
on me at all
that
times.
can get them to giggle and laugh the most is what?
Gas.
That's it. I mean, it's something as simple as that. The conversations we have over here, the laughter that erupts into
at the dinner
roaring
table
laughter is always about
Yes.
flatulence.
Yes.
It just is.
Yeah, or a son, run into a corner. Not in the bathroom. He runs to a corner, bows down.
He doesn't bow down. He squats.
No, he's, squat.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's funny.
At least he used to, until we told him, you're not a dog. Don't go to the corner and squat.
So again, we bring up
we laugh about it now. It's funny, right?
Yes.
And so again, it's like, how can you find the humor? How can you find the levity? How can you do things that it's like, who cares what other people think? Maybe you're you see it raining outside. You know what? It'll be fun. Let's go. Let's go
outside.
Run out there.
Yes.
Why not? Have some fun, right?
Yes.
Or maybe you make it a family fun night of,
Going to do
doing
something.
fun things
Yes.
together. We watched that movie a while back. It was like Yes Day or something. and it was all about like the parents just saying yes to everything. And the kids
Everything.
had this whole day planned out. And I was like, that seems like a freaking nightmare to me.
Yes.
But
We
I
are
could,
not going through the car wash with all the windows down.
I could see
No.
though the little things, right? Of like,
Yes.
okay, how could we do that and still put
Are we going to do that?
some
Guidelines.
parameters on it. Like,
Yes.
look, we'll say yes to anything as long as it's not going to be something that's going to destroy something after this fun time.
Yeah, we're not
And
driving 3 hours away.
like, it's got to be somewhat around here. So again, like, what are the little things that you could be doing? I mean, maybe
Yeah.
it is you all get in the kitchen and you have
And just
some
create
ingredients
something.
and you make something, right?
Yes.
Or you decide to watch a silly movie.
Right. Or let the kids just cook alone and see what happens.
And see what comes of it. Again, age appropriate.
Yes.
But it's like, how can you just have more fun throughout life? How
Yes.
can you make some of the things you do on a daily basis more fun as well, right?
Yes.
How can you make your walk that you go on more enjoyable? Maybe you take your kids, maybe you go yourself. Like, we have something we're doing right now, like every single mile, we normally walk 4 miles. And so every single mile that we walk, when the mile comes up that we've gone, we now give each other a lovely kiss. Sometimes it's a peck, sometimes it's more
Sometimes
than
more.
that. It's something we're already on our walk. We're already getting our steps and we're already doing our outdoor cardio. How can we add some fun to it? How can we
Yes.
change it up, right?
Now it's the bell that rings. I already automatically know when that timer goes off for the next mile.
Yep.
I'm headed that way.
Yes, because why? It's something we're doing now.
Yes.
It's like is it taking any more effort or work? No,
No.
it's just something we do, right?
Yes.
Same thing as like sometimes we will, jog a little, or we'll walk backwards, or maybe we'll walk
Oh, yeah.
sideways, or we'll take a different trail, or we'll do how can you
Something different,
the things
yes.
that you're already doing? How can you bring
Just
something
change it up a little
fun
bit.
or adventurous to that? The same
Yes.
thing with cooking meals. I mean, we have meals that we make, and then sometimes like what?
The kids
Let's-
want something, yes.
Maybe we
have breakfast for dinner.
Right, change it up, have some fun with it.
Yes.
Switch things around instead of being so regimented and monotonous and stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you want to read, maybe you have a reading challenge. How many words can you read upside down and get them correct? Or like just some fun things to
And there's
do.
a lot of fun games you can play also.
Fun
So,
games.
Yep.
You could take a deck of cards, and how many different ways can you play with that deck of cards? Can
lot.
you play a game? Can you
Or you
stack it?
stack
Can
'em.
you throw it when the kids are into
Yes.
throwing cards?
Oh, there's cards
They're all
all
over the
over.
house now because they've worked on throwing.
Yes.
So again, how can you take one thing and repurpose that
Right.
one thing for fun?
What do we do with the pumpkins?
Oh yeah.
First, our son went outside. We took the pumpkins outside, and he took his BB rifle, and he was having at it.
Yep.
And then it went to us getting involved, and then it went to
No, he started then taking the broken broomstick that we had
sticks first.
and
Yeah,
making them
long
as
sticks.
spears and throwing it in.
Yes, and then it went to the axe,
And so again, changing
Yes.
things up
And
and,
then throwing
having
the axe.
fun.
chopping up the pumpkin.
All of these different things, it's like taking something could just be, look, it's a pumpkin, it's rotting,
Yeah.
let it go. It's like, let's have a little fun with it.
Yes.
Or, like letting the kids cook and have some fun with that, learning new skills.
Yes.
And sometimes just looking at each other and just starting to laugh,
Right.
right?
And talking about things that's happened in the past.
person laughs and then the other
Everybody
person starts
else.
laughing, and the more you're laughing, the easier it is to laugh. Maybe you just
Right.
need to work on your laugh muscle a little bit.
This morning, the kids laughed at, she told a story this morning before we left to take the kids to school. I had to go to the bathroom on the trail yesterday. So we made funny videos about it. So I was showing them the funny videos, and it
And
was
they
funny.
were laughing because it was funny. And
Right.
he did make it home in time, so that,
Yes, I did.
crisis averted on
Barely.
that one. So again, you gotta sometimes laugh. Like if something is serious, like you need to go to the bathroom, well,
Yes.
what are you
Something
gonna do?
you cannot do on the trail.
So you gotta laugh with it. You gotta have some fun with it. You gotta change it up. How can you take the routine that you're used to and add
the
in some
monotonous.
elements
Yeah.
that make it more fun, that make it more doable?
Yes.
Sometimes, like at night, we have steps that we haven't gotten to. Maybe we didn't get everything in on that day, and we're like, okay, we gotta get to
Yeah.
our 10,000.
And it's
We have
dark.
1,000 steps to go. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
so we chase each other around the house.
Yes.
Or sometimes we make
I'm after her.
shortcuts and
Little
we change it. I'm like, he's in front of me, I'm in front of him. It's like we change it up. Or
Just for fun.
sometimes we're running around. Like, can we chase each other? Like, again,
It's okay.
And the other
That
night,
will keep us younger, loving each other more, and get us through any hard time that we come across.
Right.
Because we know life isn't as hard as you think it is.
and it's all how you look at it. And so, if you choose to see the the light, and you choose to see the lighter side, and you choose to laugh, and you choose to have fun. Those are all choices. And so even sometimes in something that is, daunting, or maybe it's not a time that you feel, adding a little levity to that can totally change your perspective on it as well. Because sometimes, things aren't as bad as we think they are a lot of times. And so if we can change it and have more fun with it.
Even at work, you can do it. Somebody,
maybe not run around pinching people's butts, but
you could be the boss, but still have a little fun with it.
Have some competitions, have some, and what you could do too is like maybe once a week you do something and you let one person pick, right? You draw out of a hat and someone gets to choose what's the fun activity you're going to do, or what's the group thing that you're going to do, or the funny
place that you can have lunch at. Something fun.
Just simple things. I mean, we did it one year where we took paper plates and we took a marker, and instead of writing out, how you do like charades and whatnot, and so you're writing out, instead of having like a whiteboard that you're writing it on, we had it where you had the plate up here and you had the marker here, and you couldn't see what you were doing, and you had to draw your picture on top of your head, so you couldn't see. It's little things, right?
Yes.
Change the status quo up of what you're doing to have fun. And a lot of times it's not big things that you need to do. It's the little things.
Let the kids come out and whisper in each other's ear, and have the kids come out with their clothes on backwards.
Right?
It's just an idea of something fun.
Or maybe, let them have some fun hairdos that they're doing, or, let
do
them...
a contest on creating the pumpkin, or, a contest of decorating something. Okay, you decorate your room, you decorate your room, you decorate your room, and see who's the winner.
Or, you have these little competitions, because competition is good, right? And so everyone's working towards something, and at the end of the day, everyone's having fun in doing that. So it's challenges, competitions, things of races that you can do, or drawing, or all kinds of stuff. And yet, the more that and something as simple as turning on some music, cranking it way up, and freaking just dancing, just getting around, dancing, giggling.
I haven't done that in a while.
Having fun. Maybe you see can you do the splits? Can you do the hokey pokey? Can you?
Yes. You can show the kids the older dances.
Again, have fun with it.
Have a good time.
The kind of dancing that the kids really like are the ones that it's like, okay, different. It tells you what to do in the dance.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So all the different ones like that. We've got holidays coming up. So we were baking the other day and we cranked up the Christmas music. And again, just music changes the environment. Music can make things different, can shift, right? And so it's about the little things that you can do. How can you make somebody else's day? How can you make somebody else smile? How can you make somebody else cheerful?
And
maybe you can give someone else a laugh.
When you're going to get coffee in the morning, tell them a joke.
And if you don't know any jokes, look some up. Get a book of jokes, right? And start doing these types of things, and start bringing the cheer, right? We always talk about the Christmas cheer and holiday cheer. Bring that cheer from within to without. And again, you can look up jokes online. You can look up funny things. You can look up. If you go to Pinterest, it's like ideas of games that you can play.
Even creating solutions and become a scientist and make stuff explode.
What happens when you put this and this together? What happens with some food coloring?
Toothpaste.
All kinds of stuff. So figure out what are some things that you have. Create your list.
Have it planned out.
A list, and once a week we're going to do this. Maybe on Friday night we do this, or on Saturday we do this, or
water balloons here.
Or again, it's like have fun with it. And this is things that then your kids and you start looking forward to. You start looking,
and then they're going to start getting creative.
I think,
just like our son now is doing the game show. He made his own microphone.
Yeah. And so he asks trivia questions and stuff.
Yes.
It's fun. So change things up. One year for Christmas, we did all kinds of Christmas games, but our favorite Christmas game was the saran wrap game. And I don't know if you guys have done this or not, but basically you take different items. It can be candies, it can be lotions and potions, it can be gift cards, it can be again, depending on know your audience of who's participating in this.
Involved?
So we made two, one for the kids and one for the adults. And you have all these items, right? And you take your saran wrap, have lots of saran wrap because you're going to need it.
Yes.
And you take one item and you start wrapping it up. And then you wrap it a bit and then you add another item and you wrap it more. And so after a while, you have this huge, gigantic ball. And then you push down all the seams.
And make it tight.
Make it nice and tight. And then the game is you have X amount of seconds to work on undoing, and whatever you undo and you get,
and then you
that's
gotta
yours.
hand it off.
And then you got to pass it on, and you set the timer again. And so you're trying to find the different ends and the different ways of being able to unwrap.
And then you get to keep whatever you.
And you can see the items because it's clear saran wrap. Like you can see it, but it seems like it's a long ways away before you get to it. And so you're pulling and you're pulling, and you've got all these different things. And sometimes the trick to this one is you wrap it tight, but you don't just keep a continuous wrap of saran wrap going. You make smaller sheets. Yes. And so it doesn't just pull and the whole thing comes unwrapped, right?
No.
And again, the amount of laughter, the amount of fun,
because of how many seconds you have.
Memories that we have from just that one thing.
And then the family, we had all the family around.
And the kids had theirs, so it was a little bit smaller. It had things that they were excited to get, and they start unwrapping it. And again, it's like a competition. It's fun. You're cheering. Little things make a huge difference. And so when you start looking at how can we bring fun to this, how could we change this up from just the same old thing that we usually do, maybe instead of just having family movie night, right, how can you change up family movie night? Can you make yourself the movie?
Make your own movie.
Can you be the ones cooking the popcorn? Could you maybe you put on a silent movie where you guys acted out yourself? And so it's like everyone has their own little part. Maybe you make tickets for it. Maybe you go outside and you watch it on the side of the house.
Or build a tent inside the house out of blankets. The kids love that.
They have
all the blankets and you just make your own tents.
Pile it up, right?
Yes.
And so again, it's not about how much stuff can you buy and how many. Look around what you already have at your house.
Yep.
And creativity really brings it together.
And they have some fun games, with the smashes you in the face.
The pie face one.
Pie face.
And again,
little whipped cream.
It's about getting a laugh. It's about having fun. It's about coming together and doing things that are a little bit different than what you do usually, and yet that brings it together. And the same thing in your work or in your business or in your mindset or in your body. I mean, if you are enjoying the process,
have fun.
Maybe, you're out there and you're at the gym and you're doing your reps, right? And then instead of sitting down and waiting your time before you do your next one, maybe you get up and you go over and talk to somebody. Yep. Or maybe you freaking dance and have a dance party.
Right, this is my song.
It's
Will
okay.
You dance with me?
Look freaking silly. Now, you don't want to go over and interrupt people, but if they're doing sitting on waiting, again, stop being so regimented and so serious and just have some fun.
High-fiving somebody.
Bring people oh my gosh, I saw you smashing it over there. Give me,
there you go.
Okay.
Ooh, pump it up.
Right? And so encourage, inspire, have fun, roll with things.
Not enough fun in the world.
Sometimes, when something happens, it's oh crap, okay. And you could react one way, you could just laugh, you know what I mean?
And go, damn.
Okay, that's funny. Okay, you know what? If it's not gonna matter 5 minutes from now or 5 years from now, then why are we? Let's just freaking laugh and push through it, clean up the mess, take care of the thing, solve the challenge, and keep moving.
Right. Yep.
Right? And so when you can kind of let a lot of this go, you start feeling different. It's not so cumbersome and so heavy and so daunting. It's you know what? Let's laugh. And most people cannot remember the last time they laughed. And so one exercise to do is just, can you laugh? Can you laugh on cue? Right now, let's laugh. Okay, your turn.
Okay.
It
needs some work.
We can work on that. So now, if you continue to do that, if you can just start laughing.
Yes, holding your belly laugh.
Slapping your knee laughing.
Yeah.
I've laughed sometimes at nothing. I make myself, tears come down my face. Right?
It happens.
Because you're just laughing. And what does laughter do? It releases endorphins. It makes you feel good. You have a natural high that you're on, that you're laughing. Now, don't criticize and be is my mouth open too much when I'm laughing?
And the ugly cry.
Am I cackling too much?
Yeah.
Is it too high of a pitch?
Yeah.
Should I laugh more that's not the point. The point is to just laugh. Louder, boisterous, however you want it to be.
No matter how goofy it seems.
Don't criticize. Don't criticize the other person. Just be you. And maybe what you need to do is you need to go in the bathroom and you need to stand in front of the mirror and you need to laugh at yourself. Just laugh.
Yeah, laugh at.
And maybe for
Look at that freaking hairdo.
10 or 15 seconds, just laugh, right?
Yep.
If you can laugh at yourself.
Yes, and something you've done.
And for no reason at all. You should not have a reason to laugh. Do we have a reason all the time? No. You should be able just to laugh. Just laugh. Let it go. Release. Embrace what comes from that. And if you laugh at yourself in the mirror for 15 to 20 seconds. You can laugh at
anything else.
And you start doing that every morning and every night. See how much of a shift that makes. How much more laughter you're actually going to be doing. How much more fun you're going to be having. I mean, if you just were walking out on the trail and you're like, you know what? It's time to laugh. And you just start laughing. It's probably going to make that walk a little bit better.
Especially when somebody's coming your way.
Right? And say, you know
laugh
what?
Together.
Let's laugh. Let's have some fun. Maybe you and your partner have some time when you're laughing. You enjoy your kids. Hey guys, let's have a contest and see how long you can laugh for. Okay, let's go. Boom. And then, okay, you know what? Next one. Let's be silly when we laugh. Maybe we laugh with our mouths closed. How does that work? Okay. Now let's laugh when we're upside down or laying down or sitting.
Have fun.
Just change it up. Have fun. Stop being so serious. Stop taking everything so seriously and just let it be.
On our trail, when we walk, I look at vines and I want to be Tarzan. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I grab something and I go to swinging. But, of course, it went all the way down and I fell on my ass. But she was recording it. Of course I was. So, of course, the kids saw it and laughed, but they were going back and forth with it. At my noises when I hit my butt. Yeah. Over and over and over again.
Anytime they want a good laugh, they find that video, they pull it up, and they just go back and forth between those 2 seconds.
Because, of course, it hurt.
Yeah,
because you're coming from here
down on the ground.
All the way down. It's going to happen.
We laugh about it. They're laughing about it, and they weren't even there, right? So, again, it's about... Like we talk about all the time, you've got to build the muscle, right? You have to do this. But you've also...
Or a tickle too. See, these are the tickle fingers.
And the
you
kids,
can tickle somebody to laugh.
Once you know their spots, you can really get them going.
Get them going. So
again, it's like, have fun.
Yes.
Bring back the joy. Bring back the experience of life. And you're going to experience it more fully. You're going to embrace it. You're going to see it at different levels because you're not so tunnel vision on, well, we're doing this, and this is all, I've got to do my workout, so it's got to be really serious, or, you know, I've got to pray and meditate now, so let's go do that. And it's like, no, have some fun. Maybe
wake up.
Today you're praying about this, and you're praying about, and then you're meditating on
your life.
More joy. And again, what you focus on expands. So if you expand on having more fun, spreading more joy, spreading more kindness, laughing more, embracing that, bringing it to yourself, to your children, to your spouse, or to your friends and family, like to your business and where you're working.
That's why I jiggle so much, you know, because it's just funny to me.
Jiggle?
Wiggle, wiggle.
Oh, yes.
My wiggle and my jiggle.
He does all the time because it's fun for him and it makes him, it brings joy to him.
Yes.
And most people laugh at him while he's doing it. So again.
Out of nowhere.
And again, don't look at laughter as criticism either.
Nope.
If someone, instead of them laughing at you, they're laughing with you. Have fun and invite people to come along on the journey.
Not because you're making an ass out of yourself. It's just so you can have fun.
Right. And so find the little reasons to have more fun. Find the ways that you can take what you do on a daily basis and change it up and bring in some joy. Bring in some happiness. Bring in some laughter.
People remember that. And family remembers that.
And how can you, throughout your day, make other people feel that as well? Help them to experience life more fully. Help them to embrace the fun and the levity and the laughter and the enjoyment. This is life, right? It should be enjoyable. It shouldn't be a pain in the ass. It shouldn't be monotonous. It shouldn't be like so heavy and scary all the time. And if we all came together and laughed more and loved more and gave more of what we want to others, it's amazing how that shift comes about.
I'm thinking about when we laughed so much with our family is when we always have parties. So they're themed. So what did we do? July 4th party. We had sack races. We had other kind of races. We had pie eating contests.
Oh my gosh, that was so
fun. Talking about fun. On our son's birthday, we had BB guns. I mean, not BB guns, Nerf gun fights. And we had boxes, and we had the yard. Family had a ball.
And even for Halloween, you know those little plastic spiders that you get? And we had straws. And so you have a beginning line and a finish line.
On the ground.
And we're all on the ground, and you had to blow your spider from
across the finish
start
line.
across the finish line. Who could get there the first, the furthest,
without
right?
pushing it.
Right, you had to
Yeah.
actually blow
Blow
the
it.
thing.
Yes.
And so like just little fun things
Yes.
to change things up. The pie
Makes
eating
it-
contest was
was
probably
the
one of the
fun.
highlights.
Yes.
We got the little mini pie, things, and we put all the filling in, put
Whipped
whipped cream on
cream.
top, and you had to have your hands behind your back, and you had to eat it. And like
man.
again, it's like fun.
So much
You're
fun.
laughing. You figure out techniques and strategies.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The kids want to do more of those. It's like they
And
want
we
to
did
have
other
a
games,
holiday
too. Other
pie
games,
contest.
too.
So again, bring in more fun. Look at ways that you can take what you're doing now and just by tweaking it a little bit, changing it up a little
Yes.
bit, doing it a little bit differently, how you can
Tweak it
bring
the way you want it to.
more laughter, more enjoyment.
Yes. Look on Pinterest too. They have
Pinterest
ideas.
is great for ideas of things that you're already doing, and
Yes,
there's
and fun games.
A lot
Ooh,
of
a lot.
holidays coming up, right? There's a lot of parties and
themed.
festivities. You could have so much
So
fun,
many things.
so much joy between now and the end of the year, and that
Yes.
way, when you go into 2024, you
Yep.
have more laughter, you
Yeah.
have more excitement, you
Right.
have more joy in your
Yeah.
heart. And in your think about how you can take some of the things, maybe the holiday gatherings. How can you add some
Hide the
games?
turkey leg. I
How-
don't know what that means.
Right.
But hide the turkey.
Maybe someone's got to find it. Whoever finds it gets it, right? Again, it's like change it up, have some fun,
Yes.
bring some joy. Maybe you all dress up in certain costumes. I mean, ugly sweater
Yes.
are great, but maybe you have to make the ugly sweater yourself, right? And so you can't go buy it. You got to make it. Well, then you come with the
Oh, my
supplies.
goodness.
So there's so
Yes.
many fun
We
things
did that also.
that you can do. Especially during this holiday time, but throughout the whole year as well. But now is the perfect time. You've got
It
a lot
is.
of gatherings, a lot of functions, a lot
of
of
fun.
people that you're going to be bringing together.
Yep.
Bring people together, create those memories, create those moments, bring the joy back into life.
Hide Thanksgiving dinner. Everything that you're going to cook, they come over earlier or something. Everything they find, you cook.
Yep.
Something.
Or, maybe you cook something with a blindfold on. I mean, there's so many fun
many
things that
things.
you can do. Oh, that was the other one that we did one year for Halloween. We had a mystery box, and we had a couple of them, and you had to stick your hand in to figure out what was in the box, and then you had to write down your answer, right? And whoever won got the pumpkin and different stuff, like different prizes.
man.
So you're
Yes.
sticking your hand into this ooey gooey or slimy or pokey or whatever it is, and you got to figure out.
Older people do not like sticking their hands in anything.
Kids think it's fun because they're like, oh my gosh, what is this, right?
Yes.
But again, it's like, have fun, change things up. Maybe
Yeah.
you're going to have a recipe swap coming up and you're going to swap recipes and everyone's going to try someone else's recipe. Or maybe you're going to take something and change up an ingredient and see if you like it better. Like take some of the
Yeah.
classics. And
Mix it
the
up.
sky is the limit. You're only limited by yourself and your imagination and what you can do. And include other people into this. Hey, we're going to dress up as this for this one. Let's
Yep.
have this theme. Can you bring this? And let's do this. Like
Yes.
experiment, have
Or you can
fun.
go sing carols.
Go out and go carol.
Yeah.
Like people don't do that as much anymore. And it brings go to some of these senior living facilities and bring them some joy. Maybe go and
Yes.
sing them some Christmas songs, some
And
of the ones
drop
that
off
they
a few
enjoy.
presents.
Bake
some
something, do
chocolates.
something. Get out of your shell. Get out of yourself and spread kindness and
And love
spread
and
joy
joy.
and love
Yeah.
within your family and into your community as well.
They'll remember it forever.
We want to hear from you guys. I
Yeah,
want to
and
know
all the different ideas.
what are you doing to make yourself laugh? Are you able to laugh? Or you got to work on our laughter muscle a little bit? Do we need to stand in front of the mirror? Make that
Yeah.
your challenge.
Loosen your Finkster.
How are you going to bring more levity and more joy and more
your
love
life.
into your life? How are you going to make the holidays this year ones to remember? Not
Yes.
because of presents that are being exchanged, but because
No.
of time that you guys are having together and things that you're doing that are creating memories. Tell us. We want to hear from you. We
Yes.
love show us.
It's
Send us
fun.
videos. Send us pictures. We want to hear from you. We want to see it.
Give us all of it.
We love it. We love you guys as well.
Yeah.
And remember, we can do it.
so can
and
you.
so can you. We'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.